All brands have a visual identity, and this mainly serves to convey the company's values and essence. As mere consumers, we associate the logo with the product or service offered by the company. But did you know that some companies have different brand names for the same product in certain countries? That's exactly what we're going to see today. First on our list is the famous Danone. Who hasn't had a Danone? The brand was founded by a Spaniard named Isaac, who named it in honor of his son. However, if you go to the United States, you'll come across the name Danone, and don't think that's a spelling mistake. Another brand is Axe, a world-famous deodorant launched by Unilever in 1983. But in some countries, the name was already in use, such as in Great Britain, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, and China. In these places, the brand is known as Lynx. Burger King also makes the list. This famous fast food chain was born in the United States in 1954 and soon became a global sensation. However, upon arriving in Australia, the company discovered there was already a brand with the name Burger King, so they entered the country under the name Hungry Jack. Our well-known laundry detergent Omo also goes by a different name elsewhere. In countries such as the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, and Malaysia, it is called Persil. Twix, one of my favorite chocolates, was also the victim of an unwanted name change. Originally called Raider, it began production in 1967. However, when the United States started importing it, the name changed to Twix. In some countries, it is still sold as Raider. Another deodorant that couldn't escape the list is Rexona, which has several names around the world. In Great Britain, it is known as Sure, in the United States as Degree, in Japan as Rexona, and in South Africa as Shield. That's a lot of names for just one deodorant, don't you think? Hellmann's mayonnaise also went through a name change. It is known by that name only in some countries, but in others, it is sold as Best Foods. Interestingly, in the United States, you can find it on store shelves under both names. Can you imagine how crazy it would be trying to choose between the two, knowing they're exactly the same thing? And of course, the giant of soft drinks couldn't be left out, Coca-Cola. In Russia, if you're dying of thirst and want an ice-cold Coca-Cola, you'll see the label written as Coca-Cola, but the pronunciation remains the same. Coca is Coca, right? That's it for today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.